Hello everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining me for my Try It Out Tuesday series. Today I'm going to be trying out a new stamp set that I was dying to get my hands on, and it's so elegant and so pretty, and I can't wait to share it with you. This is a stamp set from Tonic Studios. It's called the Bunched Bouquet-Modern Buttonhole stamp set, and I'm sorry about the glare. I'm going to take it out of the package so you don't have to see the glare there. But the elements in this stamp set are so simple but create such beautiful designs. I just love them. And another good thing about this, well, see, the back tells you how to layer them, but it's kind of self-explanatory. There's only 2 layers to each one, but the layers are actually meant to kind of overlap a little bit, so if you don't get your second stamp perfect, it works out perfectly, and I love that. I'm taking 2 of my stitch rectangle dies, and the 2 that I grabbed are back to back in size. So I'm taking them and I'm using 110-pound white cardstock, and I'm going to die cut those out. And then these have the stitched edge, which I really like. I'm going to work on the smaller of the rectangles here, and then we're going to get to stamping. And at first I thought I was going to use my block, but then I thought, since the images are kind of solid, that I better go ahead and pull out my MISTI. And then the funny thing is when I pulled it out, the magnets stuck together, and then one of them broke, which was kind of surprising, but kind of a good thing too, because I wanted to try my hand on one of those bar magnets. So I'll have to get one of those sooner than I thought. Now here I'm just arranging how I want my little bouquet to be placed, and then on the stamp set it actually has an example of a bouquet that was created, and I'm kind of going to emulate that one because it was so pretty. The ink for the larger flowers that I'm using is a soft pink. It's a little Hero Hues ink cube, and then for the leaves I used another Hero Hue. It's Green Fields. And then for the smaller little rosebuds and flowers, I used bubblegum. So I'm using quite a few different shades of pink, but pink and greens just go perfect together. I love them. My favorite combination. So once I have all those stamped, we're ready to do our layering. And then let's see, which one we're going to do first. We're going to do the second part of the leaves here, and I'm using an olive ink from Simon Says Stamp, and I love this color. And see, this is where on the second part of the stamp they don't have to be perfect. In fact, I think overlapping it makes it just even look prettier, and I love that about this. And I guess you could use a stamp block for this part, but since I had my MISTI out, I thought I'd go ahead and try my hand at this. But the elements in this stamp set were so simple because they're just ovals, and basically that's it. But I love the way these look. Now I grabbed a watermelon. It's a hybrid ink cube from Stampin' Up, and it was just too light for me, so I switched over to a Hero Hue and used a different color, and it's Raspberry Jam, and I like the color combination of this. It just turned out so pretty. And then now for the larger flowers, for the layering here, I chose a Stampin' Up little ink cube, and this one is Cherry Cobbler, and it's a very rich red, and I really like it. And I think this color combination worked really well together too. I think I broke out every pink color that I had but I was really happy with the way this turned out. And then again I'm going over with the Raspberry Jam for that last flower. So if you're a beginner using layering stamps, I would suggest this stamp set because it's so simple to use, but so pretty. Now, of course, I'll link below, you know, in the description area, wherever all the supplies that I used, and then if you wanted to purchase them. But I just love the way that looks. Very pretty. Now we need a sentiment. And so for the sentiment, I'm gonna grab, let's see. Well, since I had that watermelon, I'm just gonna rub it on a piece of white cardstock because this color actually will match my card base pretty close. So I'm taking my little hello die and I'm gonna run that through and cut that out. Figure out where I'm gonna put it, but I think the bottom is the best place for it. And then I'm taking some Tombow Mono multi-glue and I'm just gonna adhere that directly to my panel here. Lovely. I think that turned out so pretty. Great. And since the watermelon was a little bit of a different color, I thought to tie it all together, I'm just taking one of those little oval stamps that were in the set, and I'm just adding like little flourishes around the card. That way it just kind of ties it all together. And I'm going to directly adhere that to our larger panel we cut out. I'm going to pop it up though with some foam tape here. And with the stitched layering, with the stitch dies, I think the two stitchings together just make it look so pretty. And I think it needs a little bit of shine. So I'm going around all the little flowers with my glossy accents. And an afterthought to this was if you had clear embossing powder, you could go over it with your clear embossing powder. But this turned out just perfect too. I think it adds a little bit more dimension to it too. Beautiful. I think I'm going to mark this down as one of my favorite stamp sets. So now since it is kind of an elegant card, of course we need some shimmer. So I'm grabbing my Sparkle Shimmer Spritz. I'm going over the top part of it. Add a little subtle shimmer to that, and then for time purposes I'm just heating it up to dry it real fast. And I'm taking a envelope actually and a cardstock. This cardstock is from Hero Arts and it's a layering paper. It's 80-pound cardstock, and it's just perfect and it matches the envelope so nicely. So I thought while I had the stamps out, I'm going to just stamp a little leaf flourish on my envelope. And then add the little layer there, and I just something simple, but it turned out really pretty. And then I'm using that little oval again, and I'm stamping with the darkest ink I had, which was the raspberry jam. And then in my stash I have a butterfly die, and I thought it'd be beautiful to add some butterflies. So I just cut it out of white cardstock, and I'm adhering 2 little butterflies to my card here. And then for finishing touches, I'm grabbing some Nouveau glitter drops, and these are White Blizzard, and I'm just adding little splashes of glitter drops everywhere and in the center of the butterflies. And that's it, guys. That is my Try It Out Tuesday. This is such a beautiful stamp set and so easy if you're a beginner at layering. I think you'll really enjoy this. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you like this video tutorial, please subscribe so you can see more, and I appreciate y'all for watching. Have a lovely day, and here are some close-ups of the card, and we'll catch you next time. Oh, and at the end there's 2 more videos that are related to my Try It Out Tuesday series. Have a great day. Bye bye.